feel romance. All right, romance is in the air. Smell a relationship. So are we gonna take Ryan on the date, or are we gonna take Misha on a date? We're gonna do the Ryan.
Danny is here.
All right, my man. Going on a date. Going on a date. Which picture should we choose? I don't remember which picture we had yesterday. Should we do this picture? Him in the jean jacket? Should we do this picture with him in the hoodie? Should we do this picture of him with the dog?
Ryan. Ace has attended.
Right. We got Ryan. Which picture should we use for our dating profile? Which picture?
Dog.
Dog. What is our occupation? We picked healthcare the other day. Do we want to do healthcare again?
All girls like dogs.
Yeah, they do. And most of them. Some of them like cats. Yeah.
You pick.
Let's do healthcare again. And then I think we do arts and culture, charity, spirituality.
You cats.
I don't have any cats. I don't have any pets. But I've never owned a cat. I've only had dogs in my life.
Misha, pick up the phone.
Why is he talking to the phone and she didn't even answer yet?
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Same.
I've made myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment, but it's fine. I paid it now, and it's settled anyway.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too.
Mm-hmm.
Matches?
Yes, a lot. Now it's 0.
But don't apps help out new users with
Misha,
likes and
you're not
you know,
helping.
they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have 0 even with whatever you just said. There's still 0. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got 80 likes. But once you filter out the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No. Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
Okay.
Why was he like you gonna kidnap somebody and she kind of stopped for a second
Have a drink.
she was thinking
Can
about
you
it?
just say less?
Oh, because she is.
Great,
She's gonna
just stop
kidnap
speaking
him
about 30
and she's gonna make him do the date.
See you there. Bye.
That's why she stopped like that.
LOL.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. You can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like everything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story.
Here we go.
Oh, he's
You know what?
browsing.
It's time.
Browsing the shop.
So we gotta figure out who we're gonna go out on a date
Sorry,
with.
what?
Don't make me repeat
Or
myself.
who we gonna? We not only just a date,
Okay,
but who
so
are we gonna
the
talk
women
to?
stay at the table,
We get to
the
choose
men
up to 5 people we
rotate
can talk
around.
to. We don't
I'm
have
a
to
man now.
choose all
Three
5.
tables, and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No. Hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentleman by your first allotted table numbers. And good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first
I've never
place,
done
so I
anything
need
like
to
that
jog
before,
on.
but I totally would.
Go well, lad. Cheers.
Yes, she's crazy. So who are we going to go out on a date with? So we chose Kathleen the last time, and we chose Brandy. Are we going to choose anybody else? So we're going to choose anyone else. We're going to go out on a date with anyone else. Anyone. Dates. It increases your chance of finding the one at the end, because if you only pick a couple, then there's a good chance that you could
B.
get nobody. B. You want Tony? You want Tony in the dating? Anybody else? Anybody else? She has that creepy goth girl look. She's like the snake lady from Elden Ring. It's rather
Yes.
chilly here. This is all? This is all, or we're going to do goth girl?
No.
No, nobody else. We're going on a date. We got 3 potential dates set up. We're gonna start with
No
Kathleen.
emo girl.
No emo girl.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Word? You just gonna sit up and read that book?
Done. All yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Word.
It must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow.
Here we go
I'm a
again.
PhD student in behavioral psychology.
So do we show curiosity about her reading that book and ask her more questions, or do we just leave it and not talk about it anymore? She obviously likes that book and she likes talking about it. So if you're trying to get her attention, I would show curiosity. If you're not interested, then I would suggest we pick.
Nerd.
Yeah, she's a nerd. Oh. So what are we going to do? Are we going to ask her questions, or are we going to move on? She is rather plain, and very, very covered up. You notice how much of her, like, she doesn't really show a lot of her body. See, I'm in sales, so I read people for a living, and so
Move on.
you don't want to talk about it. Oh, you said move on, so we'll move
Okay,
on.
so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No, quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
Now
So
if you
the
ask she might get
age-old
mad, but if you
work-life
don't she won't
conflict.
think you're smart.
Which side of it do you
It's true.
fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No. No fence sitting, one or the other.
So, what's more important to you? Is your work more important, or is living your life more important? She makes some very interesting facial expressions. And she also doesn't have a British accent. She appears to be American.
Life.
Life, okay.
Work it's just a necessity. I mean, any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually want to do.
So you're a 9-to-5er.
At the very most.
I don't think I could stay out of the library that much. Anyway,
Life.
I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your 4th stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys.
What a nerd, I swear.
Halfway.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
you are still studying to become
She likes
more
her books,
qualified
man.
psychologist.
She likes her books.
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
And that's what you got. It sounds a
So
little
where
bit
do you
more
see
like
yourself?
researched good job interview questions instead.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself as being famous? Do you see yourself as being a family man? Or do you see yourself being the same as you are right now? I will say that if you say the last answer, that is the wrongest answer.
She is vague.
She is. She's vague, but there's a reason behind that. And if you look at her body language, she's kind of telling you something. She's telling you something.
I'm a kid, so y'all answer.
Yeah, you're a kid. It doesn't matter. No matter if you're a kid or an adult, you should never want to be the same as you are now. You should always strive to be better. You should always strive to challenge yourself and to. So that the last answer is always incorrect. So which one of these two, do we want to be famous or do we want to be a family man in 5 years? You can be happy with where you are now, and you can still want more for yourself. That is possible.
Well, I actually have an ambition to be famous by then.
Oh,
Did she just laugh at us? Because, see, that's the kind of stuff that'll get you to get up
Best
and walk.
option is B but A.
sorry, you're serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I mean, nowadays people can be famous from all walks of life. Why couldn't I?
That's a very good point.
Now,
I just find the conceit of a
Feel that.
celebrity to be really harmful to society. It creates widespread feelings of inferiority. Also,
She's
fandom is
a
the type
bum.
of deification that triggers emotional dependency.
so do we debate her about this? Because she obviously doesn't like celebrities. So do we debate her about being a celebrity, or do we agree to disagree and just move on? You guys are getting into a fight, like right into the beginning. This is good. She may not be the one. Do we continue arguing with her, or do we agree to disagree and just leave it? It's not an
She
argument.
did laugh.
She did laugh. She did laugh. She thought that our sincere answer was funny for whatever reason. You want to keep this debate going, or you want to squash
She's
it?
a no-go for me.
She's a no-go for you. So do we keep debating her? Stand our ground? Or do we turn and walk away?
Nerd and a bum, lol.
Yes. If it were me, I would agree to disagree and just leave it. It's not even worth having a conversation. Because
Yes,
here's,
Dad.
what? Wait a minute, I missed that. Hold up, hold up. Let me switch so I can read what you're saying. Uh,
B.
you think B?
I don't think either of us are backing down here, so why don't we just agree to disagree?
I'm happy to debate this.
I know, but we can keep things light.
Yeah.
Because she wants to argue.
Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff? I'll find one from the start of the book.
Where?
Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
So she obviously likes to like sit and talk about, you know, crazy stuff. Well, I wouldn't say it's crazy, but she likes to sit and talk about really abstract things, right? That's her thing. If we engage her, she'll like that, and maybe she'll like us. If we disregard it, she's not gonna like us, and we probably could never see this woman again. So, which answer do we choose? Do we engage the conversation about the
She's
quote?
crazy.
She's crazy. You think she's crazy? She might be. There is somebody that's crazy on this game,
B.
for sure. I'm sorry. What? B? You said B? Well, yeah, there is a crazy person on this game. I'm not going to tell you who. I think I heard B. Is that correct? Did I hear B?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually think that's a load of bollocks. I think when you're starting off on a journey, you could be feeling anything, all sorts of things, or you could be feeling absolutely nothing at all.
I agree.
You blew her off.
It's a nonsense quote, which I
You're
plan to
gonna
contest
wake
with
up
my
in the
professor
middle of the
tomorrow.
night and
I
she's
don't wanna
running
say
PhD
anything
tests
about,
on
your
you.
PhD, but you could just come to me if you want any of these answers.
Be a lot
Yep.
cheaper.
Yeah, well, no, you haven't heard my rate yet.
Okay.
She probably
Got 1
will.
minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor Von
Come on,
Nusselhoff
girl. Put the
again?
book down.
Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
Do we let her tell us something else from the book, or do we allow her to read something else from the book? Which one do we do? So we can divert and say, no, no more reading, we're done. Or we can allow her to read and sit there and listen.
No.
What's no to what? Don't allow her? Divert? So the answer is going to be either divert or allow, or you can say A or B. So do we...
She's gotta go.
She's got to go. So if you're saying she's got to go, then we got to say divert. Any other opinions? She is a very interesting character.
A.
A. Okay.
No. Look, we can do without the help of Professor Nostradamus there.
Yes. You messed up his
Okay.
name.
No more book
I
talk.
didn't have any other plan.
Yeah, come to think of it, neither did I. I like your shirt.
You hurt her feelings. I hope you guys are proud of yourselves. You just hurt this woman's feelings.
Thanks, my mom got it for me.
What? Your mom?
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
Well,
She's going to go and cry.
great meeting
She's
you.
going to the bathroom and going to go cry
Yeah.
right now.
You too.
I hope you know that she's going to cry. You made this woman cry.
have a good evening.
See ya.
All right, let's try this other date. Let's see what we got. So that one was a bust. That was no good. She wasn't our type, obviously. Brandy.
It is nice having more people.
Hi there.
Brandy.
I'm Ryan.
It is. It is.
That's
Nice.
it? Thanks.
I'm Brandy. What do you do for a living?
I work in healthcare.
Oh, amazing. I mean, must have been a bit shit being wrapped in plastic all day for the last 2 years, though.
Yeah, it got a little bit stuffy every now and then. What do you do?
I'm a beautician.
She's really
so you
dressed
help
up.
people too.
I guess so. But it doesn't earn me
She
what
looks
I
like
want,
she's
so
almost like
I'm
Middle
doing
Eastern.
online
Like
courses
maybe
with
she's
and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold a minute.
Syrian or somewhere in
And
the Middle East.
what?
It's non-fungible tokens, digital art that has its own online market.
I don't know anything about it, but sounds interesting.
It is. It is. Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure. Can
What
I?
are you looking for?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that is a big question.
So she just
Important question.
went straight for the jugular. She asked us, "What are we looking for? Are we looking for a relationship? Are we looking for something casual, or do we want to be sarcastic with her?" She seems like she's very sarcastic herself. So I'm not sure which one should we choose. Should we say we're looking for a relationship?
Would you ever do in real life?
Totally would. I totally would do this in real life. I've never done it before, and actually, you know what? I should. Because they have them in Chicago. They have them downtown every so often at the bars where you can do the speed dating and you keep rotating around the tables and talk to different people. Um, but I totally would. Totally would do it. So, what do we do with her? What do we do with her? Do we tell her we're looking for a relationship, which means that we're looking to date somebody and with the hopes of, getting married or something and having a family? Do we tell her we're looking for something casual where, we hang out, we do stuff, but we're not really exclusive to one another? Or do we tell her a sarcastic answer and just blow off the question? You think A? You think A, we should tell her we're looking for a relationship. What do you think about this girl compared to the other girl that we just talked to with the books?
Ultimately, I think I want to find a partner, and I just want to settle. No, I want to settle down. I didn't mean, and no, I'm not saying that, it's not nothing to do with it. I'm saying that I want to
In
settle.
my experience, guys who openly want relationships have been needy. They get over familiar too soon, want my attention all the time, get upset when I don't message. It's a whole thing.
So she said back to you that you said that
Much better.
You like her much better. You said to her that you were
Hotter to
looking.
be honest, LOL.
What? Hotter. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ace, you're out of control, brother. Let's see. So we said to her we want to be in a relationship. She said that people that want to be in relationships, and they've said that to her in the past, tend to be needy. Do we challenge what she said about people that want relationships and neediness?
What? I didn't say that.
Do we challenge it, or do we defend ourselves?
A.
Hey, you think A? Okay.
That's a generalization.
It's a discussion. I gave my experience to start it.
Well, I'm not needy, so I guess that's the discussion over.
Word, you smashed that.
Let's move on then.
Okay.
She's got a little bit of an
Do
attitude.
you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a one bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was pretty valuable. Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes away. I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
So she's asking us, do we buy our house? Do we own our house? or do we rent our house? One thing that's interesting, so look at her and think about that other girl. So the other girl was really, really covered up, right? She didn't show nothing. This girl is showing all these arms and stuff. She's got the earrings. And if you look at the number on her table, her number is
A.
999, which is 666 turned upside down. She is an interesting person. You own your house. You want to say A. Look at the details of
I
the
own it.
screen.
Wow. You must have worked and saved really hard.
I did, yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna keep up with you. I have to do something.
See? You're learning.
Slowly,
This
but
time.
surely.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to foreign affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
So he asked her about holidays, and so in the UK and in England, when people say holiday, they're referring to a vacation, taking time off of work. And so what she's asking us is, what do we like to do when we take time off of work? Do we like to travel and go to different cities, different countries, or do we like to stay at home? Which do you think we want to say to her? Do we want to tell her we like to travel in our free time, or do we want to tell her that we stay at home and have a staycation? She makes some interesting facial expressions. Do that. So each time we talk to a new person, look at the number that's on their
We're
table.
going to make it through.
We're gonna make it through. Which one? Which one? A or B? Do we tell her we like to travel? Or do you tell her that we like to stay home? And I don't think she's wearing a bra.
A.
Hey. I'm sorry, paying attention to the details too much.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy, though.
No. I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands. Meet the sloths and turtles in Costa Rica. See the Iguazu Falls between Brazil and Argentina.
So she's talking about all the places that she wants to travel to. Do we keep listening to her talk about all of these places, or do we move on to
B.
the next? B. Yes. B.
That is one hell of a bucket list. They all sound amazing. But what's your next question?
Did you just interrupt me?
Oh, who said that? Who said B? She's getting mad. She's getting mad. Uh, uh,
Yes. No, I did. But I'm just, like you said, I'm mindful of the time. So I just, instead of going on a list and on and on.
I actually want to go to Iraq soon. It's where my mum raised me.
well, she's from Iraq.
She was my role model. Do you have anyone like
I was close
that
when I said
yourself?
Syria. Syria is close to
That is a
Iraq.
very good question.
Could be from your childhood or even now if there's anyone who inspires you.
Is there
Danny.
anybody, Danny? Is there anybody that inspires us? Is it our friends and family, or is it celebrities? So who do we look up to? Where do we draw our inspiration from? Do we draw our inspiration from friends and family, or from celebrities? And she's not very happy with you right now. I can already tell you because her arms are crossed. So when some, hey, okay.
I am the person I am because of the relationship I have with my family. I've also surrounded myself with friends who motivate me to grow and would have my best interest at heart.
I mean, yeah, the energy we surround ourselves with is so important. Unlike family, you can choose friends, which shows you have good judgment.
Evidently.
You didn't choose to meet me though. Speed dating's random. It is amazing to hear you look up to your family, though. I wish I could have had that growing up.
Okay, so she said that she likes the fact that you talk to your family and that you're close, and she said that she wishes that she had someone that she could talk to when she was younger, like her family, and for some reason she didn't. Do we keep listening to the story and try to figure out why she didn't have her family when she was younger, or do we move on to the next question?
A.
A. Okay.
Obviously, learning certain harsh lessons on your own is good, but I don't know. Certain things could have been avoided if I'd had someone to guide and support me.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think I'm very lucky.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1
Okay,
minute.
so here's
we'll
one
be
thing.
wrapping up
Okay, so I want you to pay
very
attention.
soon.
So,
You remember before her arms were crossed because you said an answer. You said something to her that made her mad, right? And because you cut her off, and she crossed her arms and she started tapping her arm. Look at her arms and her hands now.
my questions make you feel?
She's a
There's
lot more
customer
open. You see how she's
satisfaction
opening her
survey.
Your
hands up
feedback
now?
is greatly valued.
She's opening
Is
her
it
hands.
actually, though?
She's
Only if it's good.
closed because she's grabbing her hands, but she's not as closed as she was before. I don't even know what the question is. I wasn't paying attention. We can choose one. Awful, fun, or nice. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking, explaining. I'm going to teach you guys how to read body language, basically, by playing this game. There's a way, and what these people are doing or what people do in real life.
C.
See,
It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a good thing, right?
Nice is a boring word that has no real meaning. Tell me the truth.
I genuinely thought it was nice.
Okay.
And your time is up.
She didn't
Thank
like that
you,
answer.
ladies and Gents, lads, move on to your next
LOL.
table. Your date is awaiting.
Don't forget any of your stuff when you go.
I didn't bring any.
well, I don't think she likes you.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
But like I said, if you look at the number on her table, so the number for her table is 999, which is 666 turned upside down. So I don't know if we necessarily made a bad decision by not going out with her. I feel like this is okay. This is okay. All right, so let's go out with Tony. Let's see if we can make a match here with Tony. And she's already got her feet on the table.
Oh, hiya. You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm Ryan.
Tony?
Ace, this is
Nice
your
to
girl
meet
right
ya.
here.
Sorry, I've got a match tomorrow, so I've got to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job, actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12. Don't drink. I'm not an alcoholic. And don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl?
Whoa. Okay. She has a very dirty sense of humor.
LOL.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She plays soccer. Okay. She puts her feet on the table. She tells dirty jokes. She is a gym.
No. What is your football position?
What do you think?
That's a tough one.
Well, just say which area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper. I'm a keeper in other ways, though.
Okay, so she asked us to try to guess what type of position she plays in soccer. Do you believe that she's an offensive player, an attacker? Do you believe she's a defensive
Yup,
player?
she's exactly like me, LOL.
So, is she an offense, is she defense, or is she a substitute player? What do you think she is? Offense, defense?
We should do this again with the girl.
We will. We'll do it again. We'll do it another day. So, can you guess what she is? She's a. What is her number on the table? I can't see. Um, she's got man hands, for sure. Let's see what else we can tell about this girl by looking
B.
at her. B. You think she's a defender? Let's see what else we can determine about this girl just by looking at her. She likes to smile a lot because she's got crow's feet near her eyes.
I don't know lol.
We'll say B, but she smiles a lot. She's got crow's feet. She is an open person because she tells dirty jokes. She is very disciplined. She doesn't care what other people think. Yeah, so we'll say a defender.
Well, you are doing your pre-match conditioning, which makes me think that you are reliable. And I think reliability is important in a defender, so I'm going to say defense.
Winner, chicken dinner.
And she was a defender. You were right.
Do you like sports yourself?
It's not my biggest interest.
Well, let me change the question then. Do you like team sports or individual sports?
Is this going to tell you something deeper about me?
Maybe.
So she's asking you, do you like team sports like basketball, football, soccer, baseball, or do
Not
you
my
like
style.
individual sports? Not your style. Individual sports. Individual sports would be things like swimming, but just, not on a team, but, just individual events.
D.
Did somebody say D?
Team.
Team. Okay. There is no D. Yeah. So you say team sports. You like team sports over individual sports?
C.
See? No sports? Somebody said no sports. So we're between A and C. Which one do we pick? I heard a A and I heard a C. So the whole point of this game is you want to keep going on dates with these people. So
C.
if you're successful, see again. So if you're successful at this first date, then we can go on a real date and not the speed date anymore. But if we're not successful at the speed date, then we won't go on a real date at all. So I heard C 2 times. I heard C twice. So we're gonna say
when
no
I
sports.
said it's not my biggest interest, what I meant to say is
A.
I heard
I'm
A
not
again, but we
interested
went
at
with C.
That's totally fine.
I'll-
I mean, obviously, it narrows
so
down
I'm
what we
guessing the
can
A
talk
must
about.
be ace. So
Cause
the
I
next
do
Broadening
team
horizons and
sports.
all that.
the next question, that's what I thought. So was you? Yeah. And the C must have been Danny.
It's not your phone. Is this reminding me to carb load tomorrow?
What are you having pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway warning, guys. That
Is
is
she
3
eating
minutes to
just
go.
plain pasta with no
So,
salsa?
how did you become a pro?
I'd say my key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Are you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, right, lads?
Yes, it was
Tell
me.
If you want to, of course.
So, who are we close to? Are we close to our mother? Are we close to our father? Are we close to neither, or are we close to both? Since I went with C on that last answer, and that was Danny's answer, if you're here, Ace, and you want to, this will be yours. So, are we close with our family? And if so, are we close with our mother? Are we close with our father? Are we close with both of them? Or are we close with neither of them? She's close with her
Both.
dad. She's close with her dad. You
C.
say them both. Okay.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship, and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be, and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God, good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How about we do an arm wrestle?
You alright?
She wants to arm
No,
wrestle.
I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
No, she's
I
not.
want to
She's
injure you before
serious.
your game.
No, she's down.
Your arm on the table, lad.
Her number's 442.
Okay. Ready?
Set.
Go.
We're already holding hands.
I'm just desperate.
Or I'm irresistible.
Ah, she got him.
She likes us.
She does like
That's
us, I
always
think.
shines through. You want to say something? I can tell.
Do we want a rematch, or do we want to accept losing? She's very competitive. She's a happy person. She did do something unusual though just a second ago. So when you said all that stuff about you liking both of your parents,
A.
she think A, okay. She when you told her that you liked both of your parents, she answered back she thought that was great, but she answered and made a face like she wishes that she had that. Like she seemed like she was jealous of something. A little bit. So I
You
don't think
choose.
somebody said A.
I
So
never accept defeat.
I never expect to accept defeat. Yes, rematch.
I want a rematch. Right now, I know I can beat you.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Is that the best use of our time?
Yes, come on.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
She's holding on to the table. She's holding on to the table.
Christ, you are strong.
Well, I did tell you and show you twice. You're stubborn, eh?
Yeah, well, great minds and all that.
It wasn't a compliment.
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next date.
Good luck in your game tomorrow.
Cheers, Ryan. See ya.
Could I get my drink? Bye, Tony.
See ya.
So what about
Alright.
you? Tell me about your speed dating.
So we did our 3 dates.
Well, there was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician, and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
No. I mean, I sat down and I started telling her, you know, a bit about myself, job and everything, and it just, I could see she was almost like glazing
She's
over.
growing on me.
She's
growing
I'm
on
just
you.
not for her, I don't think.
Oh.
Aha, now, let me tell you about Tony. She is a football player.
Wow.
Professional.
Wow.
She was just quite laid back, sort of person who was like, give as good as you can get, you know?
That sounds fun. Do you think there might be a future with the footballer?
We had a few like kind of clunky moments and things, and I don't think she was really feeling me.
Too busy with football.
There was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I quite reached her standards in terms of what's going on between my ears. I just don't see it happening.
Well, you won't be for everyone. So, what's the next move?
Well, I think I only really have one thing. Nothing. I have no options. So, nothing really.
I've got an option for you.
What's that?
Bar.
Bar.
Meet you there.
Bye.
You didn't get a second
Bye.
date with anybody.
I like the last one.
You liked the last one? So maybe we'll play it again. Let's do it again real quick. And we can speed this up by taking everybody out but Tony. So you got a trophy for that too. I've never gotten that trophy before for that ending. The trophy that you got for your answers was picky. Like you're a very picky person. That's what the game said about the personality and the answers that were given. But let's do it again, and what we'll do is we'll just pick Tony, and we'll see if we can go on a date with Tony, and we'll skip all of the other stuff that we don't need to see. Let's focus on Tony. I'll set us up. need to see
happening?
this. We've already seen
I
it.
join.
All right, so we're going out with Tony and nobody else.
Area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper.
All right, so we know she's a defender, right? So let's go ahead and pick that.
Well,
Can we
you
do
are
it with
doing
the
your
girl?
pre-match conditioning, which makes
I can
me
do it with the girl.
think
Yeah.
that
Do you want me
are
to stop
reliable.
this? Do you want me to stop this and switch over to the girl? I can stop this one. So I'll tell you the secret to this game. The secret to the game is you're not only listening to what they're saying, but you're watching their body movements too. So watch things like how their mouth changes from a smile to like a frown or a straight face. Watch their eyes when their eyes get bigger or smaller. Watch their body, their arms, whether or not they're closed up and wrapped around themselves or if they're open. But yeah, tell me if you want to. You tell me. We can finish and try
Finch.
Tony again. I heard something, but I didn't make it out. Finch. Okay, so we'll do it with the girl. We'll do it with the girl. We'll come back. We'll come back to this, and we'll figure out Tony. Let's take the girl on a date. Let us see. We're gonna take Misha. Which picture should we use? Should we use this picture? Should we use this picture? She has green eyes. Should we use this picture? Or should we use this picture? Which picture? So do we pick A, B,
C?
C? Okay.
2.
Somebody said 2, so I heard 2 different answers. So it's between this one and this one. Which do you like better? Her hair looks wet in this picture. Oh my gosh. I heard 2 and I heard C. If I hear an answer again, then that's the one. C. Okay. And I'll set up this part of it, so don't worry about this.
2.
Somebody really likes to 2. Somebody likes the wet hair. Whoever, I'm guessing the 2 must be Ace, and the C must be Danny. All right, let's see what we can do with this girl. So the same rules apply. We can choose.
2. 2.
Oh,
I know.
Really having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
We picked 3.
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Next time we'll
made
get to.
myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment.
I joined
We
a
don't-
dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well,
We don't.
okay, why?
We already know what's happening. I'm fast forwarding a little bit.
Smiling at me like that.
So we're playing as her. So the
Why
beginning
are you
kind of
smiling
starts
at
the
me like
same.
that?
And what's happening is he'll.
Hello.
What?
There is a
He's
small
going to walk
possibility
away, and then we're going
I
to
might
keep
have
playing
signed
as
this
her.
I'm not doing it.
You are.
No,
No,
I'm not.
he said
Oh,
no.
well.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come
He
on.
said no.
Look,
You
I
like the
think
wet
it's gonna be a
hair,
good story.
It
Ace?
is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story.
So your number is number 1. You're number 1.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
Damn
I'm a
my
man now.
TT.
Go to different tables and meet the girls.
I say.
Next time, brother. I'll get you next time.
And halfway through the day, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentleman by your first allotted table numbers. And good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
All right. So who are we going to go out on a date with? Are we going to go out with Jake? We're going to go out with Ty. We're going to go out with Bosch, I'm guessing that's his name. We're going to go out with Lucas. Or are we going to go out with Hazel? We're the girl this time, by the way. Who do we go out with first? Or wait, who do we? It's not necessarily who to go out first, but which of these? We can pick all of them. We can pick, 2 or 3 of them. Which ones do we go out on a date? Tell me some names. Who do we go on a date with? Because the goal, like I said, is we're trying to go on a second date. Like, we want to go on another date. So if we can't get past this sitting at the table, then there will be no second date. And so to win, you need to get a match. I heard A, B, D. I heard A, B, and D. So you're thinking this,
Bash.
this. Somebody said Bosch. So we got all the guys in the mix. So we're going to put Hazel in here. Sure, why not? Let's do it. If you got all the guys, you may as well go ahead and pick the one. All right, Jake. Let's see what you're up to, brother.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm a hugger. Should we hug?
Yeah, so am I.
Self-professed, yeah. Okay.
No lesbian shit.
No. Okay, we can blow it off. We don't necessarily have to do it, but we'll see. Let's see. He is very touchy feely. So at the very beginning, he's already wanting to hug on that.
Misha, I think I might have crinkled your shirt a bit, but
No, I don't think you did. Okay, so quick story. My grandmother buys me a birthday gift every year, and she likes to get me a shirt, and this is a vintage 2013.
no way.
Yeah, I'm a teacher and clearly too busy to buy my own clothes. So.
He's a teacher.
Do you have any birthday traditions?
Oh, I don't know if I can compete with that shirt.
This guy's a no.
Hey,
This guy's a
got
no
good taste.
already. We just met him, and he's already a no. So he asks us, do we have any special traditions or any special things that we do? What do we say? Yes or no? Any traditions? Do we have any traditions? I'm not really feeling this guy either already. Just because he wanted to touch all over us at the very beginning. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. Do we have any special traditions? Yeah, I'm not feeling this guy either. We'll say yes.
I actually do have a tradition. My granddad always buys me a jumper on my birthday.
I do love a jumper.
But he's colourblind, so... But instead of seeing the colours differently, he sees them all the same. It's called,
Tritonomaly.
This speed dating business is such, like, an interesting format.
Yeah, I think so. I
Wordu.
actually don't get out too often. School's quite full on. So.
He's a little bit of a
Holidays,
weirdo.
though.
Exactly. You speed dated before? If that's a verb?
Oh, you're going to mark me on this day, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't do that to you. Of course not.
He's asking us if we've ever gone on a speed date before. Do we want to tell him yes or no? I would say no if it were up to me, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Do we tell him we've been on speed dates before, yes or no? I don't like him. Like I can already tell by his facial expressions and his body language that he appears to be one of those people that uh, is really nice to your face, but if you so here's the thing. The only way to prove this is if we get him mad. That's what I want to see. I want to see what happens when he gets mad. I think he might have a temper. Because people that typically act like this usually have a little bit of a temper. So, do we tell him we've speed dated before, or do we tell him that we've not speed dated before? I'm going to say no.
He's a guy if you left H he would kidnap you.
I think so too. I think so too.
I'm be right back.
Sure, take your time, brother. Let's let him know.
I haven't speed dated before.
Okay.
Just use apps and trying to meet people the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, me too. I don't normally do this type of thing, but I kind of thought, hey, why not enlist the help?
You're investing in your own happiness. I love that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that for me too.
What is most important to you in a relationship?
Yeah, I'm glad you added that last part. I'm not sure we're ready for politics just yet.
3 minutes to go. 3 minutes?
Well, maybe I'd be so bold to say I'm looking for love. What about you? Okay, was that too much?
No, I mean, it's honest.
Nothing else, I'm honest.
What are you looking for? Like, what's important to you? Looks, brains, or you don't know? Are you more... Is there one that drives you? Are you more into looks? Are you more into smarts? Or you don't know? Looks, smarts, or don't know? I think I'm gonna say looks because I want him to get angry. Like I want to see him
How
get
many
mad.
people are we doing?
We're doing 5. We're going on 5 dates here.
I go for looks. Nice body, face, all that.
Just nice and good personality,
it's very
so
weird
if
to
there
say.
was a DD.
I don't usually get that reaction.
I think people can be embarrassed to admit when they like beauty, but hey, beauty is truth, after all.
That's that poet, isn't it? Keats.
Nice, 10 out of 10.
You said you weren't marking me.
Green star.
Thank you.
Green star,
Gold star.
Gold
I get a
star.
gold star.
I'm nervous.
Okay. Come on, though, you've got to have a type at least.
No, I don't think I do.
Not even in, like, looks? There's no pattern in your track record?
I guess my previous exes have all been brunettes.
Personality-wise, is there anything that you're, like, drawn to?
My last ex was quite hard on me. She kind of would say more sort of bad things than nice things to me by the end. So that was quite tough, but yeah. She sort of felt like I needed to grow a backbone and like disagree with her a bit more.
So he's telling us something about his ex-girlfriend, and his ex-girlfriend says that he doesn't, so he's not very good at standing up for himself. So there's obviously something he's very aware of. Do we keep listening to him, or do we interrupt it? I want to interrupt it, because I don't really want to hear him talk. I'm not feeling him.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I've inadvertently made you talk about something that you absolutely do not have to.
No, thank you, Misha. I really appreciate that. I guess, I don't know, maybe it sort of taught me key things that I am looking for. So, I guess to go back to your original question, kindness is something that I value a lot.
Sorry, Danny has to go.
Okay, no worries, Danny. We'll catch you next time.
1 minute to go. 1 minute warning.
So what else do you do with yourself, Jake, besides date randoms?
I like to read a lot. It's it's one of my favourite hobbies.
Air quotes, nice. I picked up a book in my time.
Favourite genre?
Oh,
Have a
finishing
great
the
day.
Duffy.
You too, brother.
Determine our entire future together.
No pressure. I think if I had to pick, I would choose young adult fiction.
Yeah, that's something I'm actually quite clued up on.
Oh, the kids, of course.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they're on the cusp of becoming, like, proper people?
That's a good question. I actually think they're quite clued up, far more than some of us adults. It's really interesting to see them sort of devour things. You know, I know that sounds super corny, but it's quite special to me.
Send me an email.
Will do.
That's sweet.
I will.
And that is time, ladies and gents.
Okay, well, it's over a bit too soon.
It was.
Listen, I'd love to be able to contact you.
Oh, yeah, what's your socials?
I'm not actually on socials. I don't even have a smartphone.
Oh, saving this news for the end of the date. Nice work.
Is he writing his phone number down?
Old school.
I see what you did there. Okay. All right.
I'll call you.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story. So, when I was younger, I used to do some diabolical stuff when I would meet a girl and she liked me, but I didn't like her. And so one of the things that I would do, if a girl that I didn't like came up to me and asked me for my phone number, I had memorized in my head the phone number to the nearest pizza place to wherever I lived, right? And I would give the girl the pizza phone number and not my own phone number. And I would just hope and pray that I would never see them again. Because I knew that if they tried to call that to talk to me and they got Papa John's, they were going to be really pissed off. But I didn't want to talk to them anymore, so I had to get rid of them. And I didn't have the guts when I was younger to say no, so I would just make something up. I would just make something.
I did the same thing once, lol.
Hey.
Hey, you good?
Yeah, I'm Misha.
I'm Ty.
It's
You're not
Ty.
drinking?
No, bikes and alcohol don't go together.
True. Oh,
He rides a motorcycle.
sorry, it's a pandemic hangover.
You're an elbow bumper.
I think this is the first time I've been around so many people again. I'm still getting used to the whole handshake thing.
You'll get used to skin-on-skin contact again soon. What's important is that we're all out together.
Well, kind of.
Well, you don't want to be out with me.
Well, we're both at this speed dating event coincidentally together.
Oh, so you're arguing with me?
Would that be a problem if I was?
Not at all. Bring it on.
His fingernails.
So, how do you spend your days, Ty?
This and that.
Just... nice helmet.
It's a bit inappropriate.
So, did you get up to much this weekend?
It's been a pretty rough week, so just blowing off some steam.
Cryptic. Care to elaborate?
I'm sure we can find some more interesting things to talk about.
Gay.
Maybe.
I'm not
Have you
feeling it.
contributed
Yeah,
to the
I'm not feeling the
conversation?
fingers
Wow.
being painted.
I'm doing all the legwork here.
Sound
His
like my mum.
personality also, I'm not really feeling like, and it doesn't mean there's
How
probably
did you
somebody
find
that's
out about
perfect
this
for
event?
him,
I
but
got a
it's just my
flyer
personality
in the
and
post.
his.
An actual paper flyer. Can you believe that?
I can. I found out through an email.
Something else we have in common. Both check our mail.
Soulmates.
This is your halfway warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. I know, it flies, doesn't it?
So, what brought you speed dating?
I tend to run in the same circles. Gets a bit old.
So you've exhausted your circle of options.
What do you think I am? But yeah, kind of.
What do you think I am?
Not sure. Still deciding. Would you say you're open-minded?
Why?
You can't just answer the question.
I can answer.
Okay, prove it.
Not really. I like what I like.
So you're one of those I am who I am kind of people?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just hard to vibe with someone who's always stuck in the mud.
Who says I'm stuck in the mud?
Careful, you're starting to sound a bit narrow-minded there yourself.
All right, let's stop with the name calling. I'm sure there's something we can find to talk about that you're open to. An activity or...
A non-dating related topic, basically.
If you like. What you got?
I've always wanted to go skydiving. I think once I mustered the courage to jump, the fall looks insanely fun.
Yeah, that adrenaline junkie stuff is pretty cool.
But, you know, it might end in death.
Yeah, that's why I stay on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry. T to the wise phone.
Did you just answer your
no,
phone
no,
during
fine.
this? Yeah, you're gone. You're gone,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm free that day. Yeah, no, that sounds good to me. Why would I be nervous? I better stop smiling. Don't lie. You can't wait to get me on my back.
Ty, that is disgusting! Put it away! Oh my god!
You're crazy. That was my dentist.
Who speaks to their dentist like that?
She's a mate. She was sorting out some discount teeth whitening for me.
Well, in that case, you'd be grateful I taught you some manners.
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute to go, guys. Just
Yeah, he's
60
agreed.
seconds.
Better make it count.
You seem very high fashion.
I like nice materials on my skin. So my boxers are made of extremely soft material.
Sounds nice.
Do you want to know where they're from?
No.
You'll go?
That wasn't part of the deal.
We never made a deal. But come on, hurry up. Running out of time.
I'm embarrassed.
So I bare my soul with you and you don't share back.
You really need to know everything, don't you?
I don't like to feel exposed.
You don't come across that way.
What way?
Like a big softie.
Wouldn't go that far.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents.
Oh, saved by the bell.
This time? I want to see you again.
What?
What's your handle?
How about you give me yours?
Games.
I just gotta lay out all my suitors.
It's at its tie 25.
Oh, jackpot.
It's been fun.
Very.
Yeah, not feeling him. What I think I might do is I may switch. Actually, I may stop for a little bit. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner.
Hey.
Can
I might
Yeah,
need
of
to run
course.
to the grocery store. But what I can do is I can leave it in a place
No, I've been waiting my whole life
where we
for
can
this.
pick up where we left off, and we can finish up with Lucas
Oh, sorry. My,
when I come back.
I only just finished work, you see, so it takes me a minute to recalibrate.
I get that. I dragged my friend here. Completely surprised him.
Gosh, that's like my worst nightmare, I think. You must be good friends.
You don't like surprises?
It's not that I don't like surprises, it's just that...
He doesn't
it's
like making
context,
eye
isn't it,
contact.
really?
You notice he
And I
never
think
looks
for
at
me,
you when
I
he
just
speaks.
like
He's
to
not
be
looking at you. He's
informed
not.
about what I'm doing.
He might be autistic.
Overcautious.
I'd say considered. I am a freelance computer engineer. That's what I do. And because of that, my work hours are just all over the place.
What's your living situation? Do you have any flatmates?
I actually live on my own, which, to be honest, I love. Antisocial, though. I don't know if you found this, but as you get older, there's just harder and smaller.
What's that
avenues
blue
of
stuff he's drinking?
Making friends, because everyone's already found their clique, you know. So I suppose things like this are amazing for that.
It's in a highball glass or whatever it is.
You don't mind me asking, how do you afford to live on your own?
Something I was working on just did well, so. And I decided, yeah, I'm going to get myself a place. I deserve it. And the rest is history. What about you? Do you prefer to live on your own or with people?
I've tried both. I worked away
Right.
for a bit and they put me up.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and then we'll finish our date with Lucas the next time, or we can start a new game the next time around. But like I said, if there's any other movie games, let me know. But I'm going to have to jump off of here because I need to figure out what's going to be food for tonight. But I hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you again the next time.